hands on the throttle. We ride the breeze in full throttle. Lock the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join the crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, come into blaze. We're building a community that forever stays. In the dark of the night, we raise the moon. Our engines in tune, we're building a world and ready to win. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, come into blaze. We're building a community that forever stays.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Silvershade here, back in Satisfactory. That's right, we're back on what I call Planet Flatulence. Yeah, we're gonna be working on our battery backup power building today. Otherwise, I call it the battery building. As you can see in the background behind my character there, is the reason why is this thing will has saved my bacon quite a few times, at least once. So, and I know it'll probably do it again. So we're gonna keep building this thing. I have put the blueprint machine back. Hey, Majestic Carlin, welcome. Glad you could make it. Any kind of a hangover this morning? I know you were partying yesterday. All right, so yeah, we're gonna keep working on our battery building here. Hi, Sarah. Hello, Alpha. Welcome. Yeah, right now we're on what I call Planet Flatulence. Yeah, I got the, you can't see it right now, but there's a lot of gas rocks all over the place that we can blow up, and yeah, it's nasty. It smells disgusting. All right, so where we left off, we created this door here. This is Satisfactory. Basically, it's a factory automation game. I've got it set to where the creatures are passive, so it's not quite survival, but the creatures can, if it's not on passive, the creatures can kill you. And I also have arachnid mode on. Yeah, Planet Flatulence, yes. I have arachnid mode on because, one, I'm afraid of spiders. So what the arachnid mode does is it turns the spiders into cats, and you hear them go meow, 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 meow. So yeah, you see, there might be some, I don't know, there might be some nearby. I can't tell. But yeah, so we're going to get into building our battery backup building here, because I tell you what, as you grow and expand your factories, yeah, you can run into power shortages very quickly. That happened to me when I was expanding, working on one of my factories. All of a sudden, I got a message going, "Hey, you're running on battery power." I'm like, "Oh, crud!" So yeah, so these things can save your bacon if you've got these. You can see, I think they're yeah, those are all charged up. Cool. So what'll happen is they'll start to discharge if you fall below what you're producing. Yeah, just a little click of a little option there, and poof, they're now cats. Yeah, because I hate spiders. The thing that really irritates me is I could be playing here and all of a sudden a spider will come down right in front of my face. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I absolutely hate that. And the spiders there's a spider that's actually kill on sight is black widows. Oh, I absolutely hate black widows. Hate them. All right, so as I was saying, we put this door in here, which I thought was really, really cool with the decorations we put. And then we got the elevator we put in. We'll have to do some customizing. We're going to have to definitely put some batteries down here. But what we want to do first is we want to get like kind of a walkway. And I think we're going to tie into over there a little bit. That might change. But first, what I think I want to do is let's look at our architecture options. Frames. Oh, that's good, Majestic. You're doing good. Good, good, good. Glad there was no hangover. All right. Let's see. I want to put it there, or do I want to put it there? Let's see what it looks like there. All right. Let's see. Let's see my walkway options. Be a little finicky to get them to line up. Oh, I just had it too. Come on. Aha, there it is. Okay. So while holding it there, I want to switch it to that. Rotate it. Cool. Very cool. Okay, yeah, that's a nice little walkway. All right, so now what I want to go ahead and do is let's extend this all the way over. To there. We'll get some supports. We'll need to figure out something for maybe this base, especially now that we've got this connected. Let me see here. What else do I have for architecture? Aha, here we go. Oh, Majestic, I don't know if you remember, yesterday in your live stream, we were talking about the worst sound in the game when power goes out. I don't know if you remember that. Well, this game's got it too. The only difference is when the power goes out here, everything you see goes down. Everything. And everything you can't see goes down. I have... let me see if I can turn off... where's the... This is the map. This is a big, big, big world. Let's see if I can't turn some of this stuff off. Let's see. Radio tower. Ores. Here we go. There. That's a little easier to see. Now you don't see the ores. So, and let me also turn off the radio towers. And I'm going to turn off these map markers. But turn off the trains for now. Okay, so what you see left is all the train stations I've got. And where there's a train station, most likely there's either a miner gathering resources or a factory of some kind. So if the power goes down, this all goes down. The whole thing, exactly. So basically you go dark. And right now, the way I have it set up, it's a nightmare to get it up and running again if the power goes out. So, at least in Planet Crafter, if the power goes down, you can quickly get it restored. Here, it's not that easy. It goes down. If it goes down, it goes down hard. And it goes something like that. It is the worst sound in this game. Every person that plays Satisfactory dreads that sound. Hey, gamer kid, welcome on in. Glad you could make it. Yep, we're just getting into starting the battery build here for restoring power. And as to why I'm building it, all right, I think that's good. Yeah, that should be everything. All right, good. We can close the map here. So, yeah. You got detention today? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Not good at all. Detention is never good. Yeah, that's never good to get detention. Of course, I'm one to talk. I got in middle school, I got in-school suspension, but the difference there was I was defending, trying to defend myself. You got detention for forgetting your homework? Wow. Wow. Yeah, the only reason why I got in-school suspension is someone was picking on me, and I told him to go, I told him to shut the bleep up. And instead of the person that was bullying me get in trouble, I got in-school suspension for saying shut the bleep up. So yeah, so I was like, wow. It's like, seriously, he was saying a lot worse things, and I just whispered under my breath, shut the bleep up, and I'm the one that got in trouble. Go figure. All right, here we go. And yes, this game, from my understanding, does have controller support, because I believe that they announced this is going to be coming to console. I think I looked in Steam, says it is mostly playable with the controller. There might be a few little things I think it said in the notes that you'd have to use maybe the keyboard for, but for the most part, I think you can use the controller. See, I'm the complete opposite. I actually prefer keyboard and mouse, and I actually used to use awesome, thanks, Majestic. I appreciate that. I used to play on the consoles all the time. And used to use the game pads, but now that I'm much older, the game pads actually end up hurting my hands. So I can't use the gamepad as often as I'd like. But I do every once in a while will endure the pain, especially if it's a game I like Expedition 33. Yeah, lost power. If you're talking about in the game here, yeah, a few times I have actually had the whole grid shut down on me in this game. Yeah, and luckily, a couple times, this was before I had the batteries in place. So before I had those in place, luckily I had the game saved to where I could go back and fix it before the grid went down on me. But the last time it almost went down, I was lucky because I had these batteries in place, and I got a notification that said, yeah, you're running on battery power. So I had to stop what I was doing and fix it. But I was able to fix the problem. Yeah, no internet issues. No, not at all. Whoa, I didn't see that, Sarah. You lost power at your office? Ooh, I guess we're lucky. Guess I'm lucky after all, because yeah, Sarah works not far from here, so yeah, a lot of times if they lose power, we lose power. Not all the time. Well, you would know if it affected me, because I would suddenly go offline on stream, so yeah. All right. All right. So now I got to figure out, this is the tricky part, how I want to do this. I don't know if... Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Yeah, the screen will go black, and then you'll get a nice little spinning wheel. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. No. I think I can do something different. There we go. Yeah, like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we got a nice little walkway. Yeah, well, the face cam will probably freeze as well. Well, so far I have to say the vertical is behaving itself today so far. Knock on wood. We'll see if it acts up at all. I'm still trying to figure out what the problem is, and it could just be maybe it's something with Expedition 33. Because maybe the game's just not optimized. Maybe I don't know if I can change the graphics settings on that more. I have to look and see if I max that out. I'm not 100% certain. But as of right now, the vertical seems to be behaving itself. YouTube isn't yelling at me. So yeah. So yeah, this is cool. Yeah, I like Satisfactory because you can, it can get confusing pretty quick, but my best advice is always start with the basic parts and slowly expand out. I'll give you an example how it can get confusing very quickly. Let me just slap down a manufacturer here. And I'm going to pick the singularity cell. Oh, it was switching? Okay. So as you can see here, we need nuclear pasta. Hey, don't get any on ya. Dark matter crystal, 100 iron plate, and then 200 concrete. Now, that is a little overwhelming going, what is all that? Well, the best thing I can suggest is when you're trying to make like the singularity cells, always start with one piece of the puzzle. Yeah, wasabi! Nuclear pasta! We need a little tomato sauce. So, like concrete. You start with the basic recipe to make concrete. You get that part of the recipe, the recipe done first. Then you move up and do the iron plate. And then you do then once that part of the recipe's done, then you move up and do the chain for the dark matter crystal. And you just do it step by step. And you take your time and just don't rush. Because if you rush, mistakes happen. Trust me, I know. Sometimes I've connected a belt the wrong way, and items that I didn't want on that belt got onto that and just created a whole bunch of mess. All right, and we could probably even change these rail colors, but I don't know what color I want to use just yet. But this is looking really, really cool. I like that. A nice little walkway in, but I feel like we need light of some kind. So I think I have a blueprint I've created. Yep, and don't forget the top of a pinch of wasabi. Or you could say a pinch of Parmesan. Parmigiano Reggiano. Yep. Little pinch of Parmesan. Okay, let's see. See, I don't want barriers with lights. Although that might be, we could maybe do some interesting things with that. You just see something here. Let's see, got an orange one here. We do something with that. Oh, maybe we can. That might be rather interesting. Let me just see. I might have to move it out. Let's just see what it looks like. Ooh! Oh! I like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta do that again. I gotta do that again. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yep, and you just have to be creative as best as you can. And sometimes, you know, happy little accidents happen like that. I didn't know how that was gonna look, but wow, that looks good in there. It's like one of those happy little accidents. It's really cool. I like that. That is cool. Really cool. Yeah, I like it too. Nice and shiny. Oh, you want to see shiny? Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. Take a little breather here. That way you get to see a little more of the craziness that I've built out of my head. Now those cube things you see there, the one in yellow, that was not from me. That was another content creator that showed everyone how to make that. I just reconstructed it so I can then take, and the one next to it is my deconstruction of it, so I can figure out ways to fit the style into my factory. Because I don't like to copy out someone's design outright. I just don't like doing that. But I don't mind putting it there and then deconstructing it so I know how to do it. I'll eventually probably get rid of it when I have no idea. But this is probably like the most... Oh, I probably could have dropped down and took a ride on the train. Oh well. But over here, you can see I got train routes everywhere. I got stuff all through up there. I got factories there, factory there. I got factories on the coast. I got factories everywhere. I got train lines everywhere too. And you see the trains at the top. Well, I'm monitoring them because apparently they like to stop on their own. They got a mind of their own. I have played Eden Crafter. I think I did like the Ocean World. Yay, Sarah. Yay. I have played that. It wasn't bad, but I think I actually kind of prefer Satisfactory. But Eden Crafter wasn't bad. All right, so here we go. This is what we call, this is the Fixmas factory. I stopped designing it for now because it's not the holiday season right now. Fixmas is typically at the end of the year and runs to the beginning of next year, the following year. So from like December to January. And this will produce Fixmas items, or basically Christmas items. Right now, the factory is powered down because it's not going to be able to produce a lot of items anymore because the event's not available. I mean, they can make some because I'm still on the belts and stuff, but I have it shut down. But I was designing the factory around it. And that's right, power. There we go. Woo! Oh yeah, it is extremely massive. It really is. And you can try to be as creative as possible. Like right here, I put this here in the middle, all these trees, and then I have trains running around the middle of this factory. It is just insane. I mean, I still got a lot of design work I have to do, but I don't really work on it much when it's not the Fixmas season. But I had to do some, is it this way? Yeah, over here. I had to do some work over here because a lot of the trains run through here and run this way. So I had to do some design work. So I had these stairs here originally, but then I added a little design to them. And I've added some signs to it, like reduce speed ahead, Fixmas iron station drop off, just little details here and there, things like that. Trains running underneath, all that fun stuff. Oh, there is one thing I need to do real quick. It's something new that they've added into the game. Let me back this train up. And let me just see where the rail ends. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to back this up a little more here. They changed the physics of the game of the trains a little bit. See, before the way it worked before is when a train hit the end. Oh, where is it? Right here. Hit the end of this track. Let me go ahead and take it off from here. So when it hit the end of the track, it would stop. Now what'll happen is, I'm not actually going to do it because I don't know what'll happen. Well, I know what'll happen. I don't know if I can get it back. It'll literally come off the track. It won't stop. So now what we have to do is they've added something into the game. So I want to put a little gap in between. Okay, why is it being weird today? There we go. That's better. All right, so there we go. So now we've got the track here. Let me turn the light on. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to let it. I don't want it to fall off the track. So what they've added now is these buffer stops. You know what? I got to move that a little bit more. I didn't realize that buffer stop was so freaking big. Wow, that was big. All right, let me try right here. Yeah, it is. All right, will that go? There we go. That's better. So there we go. So now there's a buffer stop. I think last stream I meant to put those on and I didn't get to it. So now the train will come on in, and it should hit that and stop the train. Clunk. All right, well, I do have one more to put in. And yeah, I did build that little tower, but I might change it a little bit. I don't like that design as much anymore. I might change it. It's kind of gaudy. But yeah, you get a little, this way you get a little bit of a tour. We'll get back to the battery building build. Then you can see I got factories everywhere. I got out there. I got on the coast. I got everywhere. I think that's making copper. I think I got iron over there. This is processing SAM ore. I mean, SAM ore is basically using a lot of advanced recipes. I got, what is it? Bauxite production. One facility over there making, working on bauxite. I got stuff everywhere. Further over there, I'm working on, I think, oil. I think I'm making oil and using something with oil over there. All right, so here's the train I want to put the buffer stop on right here. These trains are sitting here because right now they're mainly for the Fixmas season. And so there's no sense in having them run all over the tracks causing a commotion or causing all kinds of issues. Missing the demo, Silver? What do you mean missing the demos? And now we have the buffer stop. Right. Boom. So yeah, there's no sense having these trains clogging up the lines when the factory shut down. Are you talking about like from Next Fest? Are you talking about those demos? Oh, we gotta take a little ride on the train here. If that's what you're meaning, yeah, in a way I do I miss when I don't, okay, yeah, the Next Fest demos, yeah, I do like doing that. I really do. But can't do it all the time because it gets boring. And when I say boring, I mean a lot of times if you do that, you run through all the new demos and now you're waiting for stuff. So, and a lot of times during Next Fest, you get demos you normally wouldn't get normally. because a lot of times the developers will put demos out of games that they normally wouldn't put out because they want to get people's eyes on the games. You know, they want people to try them and get feedback, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it would get boring if you do demos all the time, because sometimes some of the demos are too short. I tried a demo that was not even 5 minutes long. I'm like, really? I want more. I mean, really? So yeah, it can get boring after a while if that's all you do is demos, because you can plow through the demos very quickly. But we like doing the Next Fest demos because there's a lot of times there's some good stuff out there. And it gives us a chance to, you know, to try as many games as possible, because you just never know when you might like something. I mean, this is how I found Heat Death Survival Train in a demo. I don't know if this was a demo at the time. I think I just liked this and I just decided I wanted to just buy it. But Heat Death Survival Train, I found that in a demo, and I think it was in Next Fest, I think. I don't know. It's been so long. So yeah, but that's how I found it. And so yeah, it's, you know, I do miss doing the demos. For a while we were doing demo reviews, like maybe once a week. But it got to be such a struggle to find demos to do. So we just kind of just said, okay, well, the only time we're going to do demos is during Next Fest, because then we get a lot to choose from. Okay, so it was a Next Fest demo. Okay. So yeah, so that's why you can, that's why I like to do that. With the Next Fest. Because a lot of times you might find something that you didn't know you really wanted to play. So yeah, that's why we like doing Next Fest. And the good part is it's 3 times a year. So I think it's February, June, and October. So almost every quarter, I think, they've got a Next Fest. Which is cool. That's cool. That's awesome. Gives us time in between, play the games we want to play, and then when it comes to Next Fest time, that's when we crank out through as many demos and cover as many as we can. And I think out of all the demos I played out of Next Fest, I'm trying to remember what my top 5 were. I played so many. I think All Will Fall was definitely one of those. And I think there was a couple others that I really liked. I'd have to go back to see what I played. But I'm pretty sure All Will Fall was in that list, because I liked that. That was definitely an interesting city builder. Let's see. You watched Mon even start playing it. And then I contacted them. They agreed to send me some keys to give away. We agreed I would do 3 videos like I was doing oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, see, that's the thing, you know, you never know what you might find, especially watching other content creators go. That's happened to me too. I've watched other content creators going, ooh, I want to play that game, you know, and then I try and go, oh yeah, I like this game. So yeah, that's you know, you never know what you're going to find. So, you know, that's why Sarah and I, we do a lot of research. You know, we'll watch other content creators. You know, I think sometimes I've watched Mon Evenstar. I watch Majestic Carlin at times. You know, there's I think Gamer's Edge. There's Orbital Potato. I mean, there's a lot of content creators out there that I watch and see what they're playing and see if there's anything I might like. You know, that's what, you know, we do the research. We see what's out there. We see what everyone else is playing. We see, is it something that we're going to enjoy? So is it something that's going to fit our channel? And if it's something, yeah, Gamer's Edge is good. Yeah, I do like Gamer's Edge. He's good. And every once in a while, I'll even watch Let's Game. I think Let's Game It Out or something like that, where he basically tries to destroy the games. He just goes crazy. So yeah, that's what we do. We do the research. We look at reviews. We look through Steam. We play demos. We watch other content creators. We look to see what other people are playing. And we've got a bunch of other content creators that we sometimes collab with. Geeky Kitten, My Games UK. We also sometimes we'll support Pixel Pip. I think there's a couple others that we'll do. Let's see, like Mr. Miko, he always says he was born to break the game. Yeah. Sometimes trying to break the game is fun. I'll admit, sometimes that's fun. That's kind of what I do with Heat Death, where I try to make the train go as fast as possible to see if I can break the game. I'm not trying to intentionally break it, but if I find a bug doing that, we can let the developer know, going, hey, you might be aware of this. But then it's also fun to just push the train as fast as possible. I always like that, just to see how fast it can go. Oh, and speaking of trains and Heat Death, the 300X2 is now no longer the 300X2. It is now the 300X3. I changed the design a little bit. Yes, we did have a lot of fun. I can't wait for them to add some more stuff, more items to make, so we can try and make the trains go faster. Or if I would love to see if we can get a train to go from the first station to the new station with like 10 engines. That would be insane, but that's probably never gonna happen. I would say you got pretty close, Majestic. I would say there's only so much that can be done, and I think for the most part we're pretty much tied. It's maybe if you did get over me, maybe a couple seconds or maybe a couple milliseconds over, that's probably about the best you're going to be able to do, because there's only so much you can do. So overall, I think we kind of tied in that. Yeah, you were definitely faster on easy. Yes, I'll definitely give you that. But I like to do the normal because I like it. It's more of a challenge on normal, as you found out that you have to manage the train's power a lot more, because on normal the train uses more power, it drains it much faster. So yeah, it's a challenge. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so it's definitely a challenge, and that's why that's the other reason why I like to do that. I like to challenge myself, and some people might find that more interesting when it's a challenge. Don't get me wrong, it is still a challenge on easy, it's just you don't have as much to do. So it's still a challenge on easy mode. You still have to manage the train's power, but on normal mode, it's a lot more intense and you have a lot more to do. And you also have to make sure you don't get shot from the drones. Now, I am curious. I don't know which route would be faster, because now we kind of have two different routes now. I may consider doing a different run. Yep, exactly. Yep. That's exactly how I meant doing the challenges. And it's a lot of fun. I looked at it this way. You beat me. It's like, you know what? It's all about having fun. I'm not worried about, I gotta win. Nah. The Majestic got ahead of me. I'll do my best to get the best score. If not, I ain't too worried about it. It's all about just having fun. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking of trying to go from the first station, trying two different routes, and see which one's faster. going through the dome to the news station or bypassing the dome and getting to the news station. Because if we bypass that dome, it's less fights. So we don't have to stop and actually we don't really stop, but we can focus on the power more and not have to walk and go repair things. So, I mean, we will have to, there are still some fights in between, obviously, but we don't have, if we go the secondary route around the dome, we don't have as many big ambushes. We have, I think, one big ambush, and we have the smaller one, the first one with 4. Yeah. Yep, speed, yep, longer, so speed and distance are definitely challenges. Absolutely. That's why I'm thinking of maybe trying that, see which one is faster. You know, I know which route's kind of safer, but which one can we, you know, get, you know, either, see, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I mean, because the way it works, you know, because you veer off and around. You know, so it's, is the dome route faster or is bypassing the dome faster? Because either way, if you're going into the dome, you're still going uphill because you got to go uphill into the dome. Now, if you bypass the dome, you're going down a little bit. You're going to pick up some speed, but then yes, you have that climb, but you're still having to go uphill either route you take. So which one is faster? That's got my wheels spinning. I'm plus I've been kind of itching to get in there and do a speed run again anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I may wait till they come out with something, but you never know when that's going to happen. If they're going to come out with anything new, or I may just do it. I don't know. I got to think about it. I definitely have to think about it. All right, let's see. Where's lights? Here we go. Street light design. Here we go. All right. Stick that right there. See, do I have a wire hooked up on the bottom here? Oh, that's right. I don't think I do. And I don't know if I'm going to like that here anyhow. That's better for on the actual tracks. And I think I got to remove a couple things to get to the power. I may have to update that design. So for now, I think what I'm going to do is just remove that. But we definitely need some kind of lights for here. Let me just see if we can put something here. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think it's usually like a week or so when it comes out. See, the thing is, it's hard to tell. Because I'm in the open beta. When it actually goes live, if it's the same, there's no update. It's just across the board. So I don't know when it actually is no longer an open beta at times. That's the only issue. I think that's the big issue I have with the developer is the communication, the lack of communication from them. Now, the funny thing is when it was just in demo, they were communicating with us all the time. Now it's crickets. Now, I understand they're probably working full time and then trying to work on the game. I get it. But it would be nice if we had more communication from them as to what's going on. So that's why it's when I do videos and I'm not sure, I'll just say, hey, this is the open beta. It may, if it's not, if you don't have access to this, you may have to get the open beta. I say something like that. Just so they know. whoever's watching knows that they may not have access to it. Yeah, see, that's what makes it hard. Is if all it is that there's no additional changes, they just push it right to live. It's the same. So we don't know. That's the thing. So that's what makes it frustrating. Is, you know, knowing, it's like, okay, is it live? Is it not? Is it live? Is it not? And a lot of times the only way I can kind of know is if we go like for the game, sometimes we'll see a post going, okay, yeah, now we'll see like a post that I've seen that where it says, oh yeah, now it's, you know, live now or something. It's not an open beta anymore. I've seen that, but it's so hard to tell. It really is. All right, where's my lights? I know I've got lights in here. I got so much structural stuff in here. I think it's actually, it's under organization. Here we go. All right. Do I want a wall mounted light? Maybe. Oh, that might be interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep those there. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them. For now, I think what I'm going to do is stick one right there. Let's see, stick one right there. Yep, looks good. This game originally came out. Well, it has only been out of early access for maybe. It came out of early access this year, but from my understanding, they've been working on it since 2019. So it has gone through a lot of changes. Here. Let's get some lights set up here. Coming through here. Oops. You know, that's okay. Oh, yeah, I wanted to do that. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, well, that's good. Yeah, that should fix. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that goes up there. Okay. All right. So that's not connected to that. That goes. Okay, that's fine. I see. Yeah. So that's the tower. I have the power cord running down and then into there, and then over here is where I have that running across there. I might change that and have it run through here. Yeah, I could probably do something like that. All right, let's see. Where is this one at? Here we go. Right there. Come on down. Hello, Rogue Tide. Welcome on in. And no, I'm sorry. I don't do that. We don't reach out on Discord. But thank you for coming in, though. Appreciate it. That right there. All right, so now that we've got that there, now we'll do something. I'm going to do something around here to try and hide this wire a little bit. My goal is to try to hide the wires as much as possible. Of course, when that happens, if there's a problem, makes it a little harder to troubleshoot when the wires are hidden. Okay, let's see. Now, where's this wire go? Ah. There it is. Okay. I thought I did this over here. Maybe I thought I put it in but didn't. There we go. Oh yeah, I got my candy cane basher. All right. There it is right there. Let's see. Yeah, I got a connection. I think that runs up along through there. I'm going to leave. I'm not going to delete that, but I am going to delete that connection. But before I do that, I need to run this along here. So I've definitely got an idea to try to hide this wire. Yeah, it really does have a lot of nice animations. It really, truly does. And you should hear some of the comments from the AI that they in this game. You know, Ada, she's an AI that's helping the whole purpose of the building these factories is to build that up there. Basically, the space elevator. Oh, and it looks like my trains have an issue. I think I'm gonna have to go get them moving again, because if I don't, it's gonna cause problems. So yeah, you got various phases you have to go through to finish that. Right now, I'm trying to complete phase 5. And so as you go through, the phases get harder and harder, which that's going to take me a while to finish phase 5. That's some very complicated stuff. But as you go through, you see that space elevator develop over time and so they got some cool animations they added into that. All right, cool. We got that. We can probably go and put this in. There we go. That there. But I don't want that color. I just want the gray for now. There we go. Yeah, so there we go. So I'll do something to hide that. But first order of business is these freaking trains. I think it's my train layout, because I noticed ever since 1.1 came out, I've been having train issues, but I don't think it's the update per se. I think what it is it basically brought the flaws out of my rail network. Is what it basically did. So I'm eventually going to have to go through and redesign maybe that section of the network, because it's something with that section over there that's got a problem. Of course, I got a lot of what I call spaghetti rails everywhere, so it's just something I'd have to fix. But yeah, it's if I have to do this, because if I don't, a lot of those trains that stop are supporting my power grid. They're hauling items to keep the power grid running. You know, they manufacture the items, they take things that get manufactured so that I can create basically like I have to use nuclear power. So I have to get like some of the box. I don't know if it's bauxite, but there's some of the things from bauxite, I think. But there are quite a few items that I need that it hauls over there. And if that all gets backed up, or it backs up trains that are necessary, it can cause the power grid to eventually catch up to me and shut down. And they just stop for no reason, these trains. It is absolutely freaking annoying. And what I have to do to get them running is I got to try to find the one that's initially just stopped. like the first one in the chain. If I find that one, I can then manually get it started. And then a lot of times, the rest of the network, the rest of the trains that are stopped will get moving. So you got that one stopped, that one stopped, that stopped, that stopped, that one stopped. See that this all is stopped. And then we got Mr. Bean Creature. Oh, so maybe he's the one who's stopping everything. All right, so here's what I have to do. I got to come in here, open the train menu, turn off the self-driving, move the train forward to get past this light, and then turn self-driving back on, and off it goes. And then you'll see that train's now moving again. Now that I've done that, some of the trains will start working again. Why? I don't know, but I think I definitely need to reorganize this a bit. Because like here's another good example of this spaghetti right here. So yeah, that's definitely spaghetti. And this could be causing part of the problem too. But I may have to add more rails somewhere, or add more rails to kind of get things going. So let me see, get things organized and cleaned up, because this is crazy. And then it'll be fine for a while. That's the sad part. And then it'll act up again. All right, here we go. Train menu. Turn off self-driving. Yeah, it is like a jigsaw puzzle. It really is. Even building the factories are like a jigsaw puzzle. Because the way you have to manufacture, like, I'll take iron, for example. You got to take the iron ore. You got to take that iron ore, then you got to make iron ingots. Then you take the iron ingots, and then you can make iron plates, or you can make iron rods, or you can make screws out of just out of those iron ingots. So it's a puzzle, and it just depends on what you need to do. All right, see, that's now moving. That's now moving. Is that going to get moving, or do I have to manually start it? All right, looks like I'm going to have to manually start this one. Oh, good. I didn't have to manually start it. Like I said, I still think there's something in my rail design that when 1.1 came out, has done something. I don't think the update broke anything. I think what it did is it brought the flaws out of my rail network, I think is what it did. And so I'm going to have to eventually take the time to fix it. I think what I want to do first thing order is get that battery building done. Then what I might do is work on maybe like do a redesign. What I might do is I might start here, because as you can see, this is crazy right here. So I may have to move. I might have to take this station, move it out. I'll have to remove some of the lines and stuff like that. But take this station, move it on the other side of this rail, and now I take these two lines so they're connected straight through here, straight off, but this juts off for the station. So I might use that, change that, move this further over, and put the station on that line. Something like that. So, and try to get reorganized. There's a good chance if I can fix this, this could be very well could be the biggest problem. I mean, this could be, that could be too, right there. Yeah, everything. Look at it. Look at this crud. But I think, no. Yeah, because they're going to eventually start going, ah! Yeah, so eventually I think some of this stuff is gonna have to get reworked. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just a nightmare. Oh, I don't think I got it far enough. There we go. Okay, those are going. That's a stopping. And maybe if I get this one. Yeah, see, it's just absolutely freaking crazy. Because now I got to take time and fix this without where I could be building that building. But unfortunately, I have to do this or everything goes coming to a halt. I like the little ding. Oh, that's why you stopped. There we go. See, I like the little ding they make from the little signs there. I like that. Ding. Okay. I think that's got it. Good. Yep, that's got it. Okay, we got it all cleared. I feel like a train plumber. Trying to get a clog undone. But yeah, it's a cool game. It really is. If you like building things, logistics, you'll definitely like this. And like I said, it can, from my understanding, you can use a controller. Because like I said, from what they've announced, that they are bringing this to console, if I'm not mistaken. So you would have to use a controller. Can I make it before it leaves? Can I make it? No, of course not. But it's just something that kind of relaxing. And my best advice is you just take your time with it. Don't rush. You know, you just take your time, build as you go. You know, a lot of times I put these are temporary in here, and they until I know for sure that that's what they're all going to be staying. You know, like this, some of these may have to move. And some of these junctions get absolutely crazy. But I like the music. Got the boom box. Where's the boom box? There's the boom box. Yeah, I got the boom box. And the cool part too is the music in this game, you can stream it. Yeah, they said it's not copyrighted, so, which is cool. Any other song? Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I don't want to put the boombox down. I want the menu. Ah, there we go. I think I was hitting the wrong button. Let's see. Change tape. Got lots of tapes. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's try Absolute Fix It. See what kind of music we get. If any. I think we are, but I can't hear it. Oh, there it is. I hear it. What do we got here? There we go. I'll stick with this one. I think we were just listening to it, but I'll just stick with the song. All right, go ahead and put that back in. And zoop. I like the zoop. That's so cool. And basically what the zoop is, you take, like right here, put that initial click and zoop it out. Instead of before, what we used to have to do is take, let me put it to what it used to be. This is what it used to be. Click, 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 click. So you can imagine to build all that with just doing this. How long it would frickin' take. And then we just clean it all out. Okay. So now that the trains are moving again, we can just not worry about that. Let me turn my flashlight back on. So we need to hide this wire a bit. So let me just see what options we have. We've got quite a few. We've got, see, under our architecture, we've got these particular beams now. These are new beams, but I don't think they're going to hide it very well. No, they're not going to hide. Oh, me. Yeah, I don't know if they will. See, but the cool thing new that they've added is now I can nudge vertically and left and right, forward and back. Before we couldn't do vertical. We could only do like left and right and front and back. That was it. That's all we could do. So that is awesome. Go like that. Yeah, see, that's not going to completely hide them. Although, while it doesn't completely hide it, I do like that it's kind of incorporated into it. I just have to figure out something here. But I have an idea for that too. Come in here. We got signs. Let's go ahead and let's see. Put a sign right there. Probably wondering, why a sign? Well, what we can do with these signs is configure them. We can select the color. I think we should do as... Let's see, where's the black down here? Try and get the orange. Oh, better yet. I got a better idea. I just copy this. Paste that. Perfect. Select that color. Get rid of the icon. Get rid of the text. Change the emission strength to 3. Go to glossy. Close it. And now we have a light. A sign that acts like a light. Which hides that particular wire. So then all I have to do... That it? Nope. That just copies the settings. Normally, I think I can... Yeah. Let's see. No, there we go. Got it. Perfect. So now all I gotta do... Take this one. Cover that. And what they've added now is before, when you put a sign, you had to come, if you want to do the same one, you had to come over here and go copy C, copy V. But now, once you do what I just did, hit the button on the mouse. At least for me, it's the mouse. That's what I use. And when I put it down, it keeps the settings. And sometimes it can be finicky because it wants to get the wire, not the light. Yeah, there we go. If I hold the control key down, I don't know what it would be for the controller, but holding, at least for me, holding control, I can then just keep putting these in place. Like that. There. Now we've got that. Now, if I really wanted to try and hide that and do something with that, I could. Where I don't want to completely get rid of the beam look, or the I-beam look. But I could do something like this. Let me see here. I don't know if it'll be quite... yeah. Can I get it? Can I go like, let's see. Let's try to nudge. Let's do a nudge. No, it only wants to do that. Okay. That ain't gonna work. This might. Ooh, that might work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Ah, see, there we go. I still have that I-beam look. Oh, oh, cool. I still got the I-beam look, but now the wire and the connectors are completely gone. Awesome. Now, if I wanted to, I could change the color of that beam, of the, you know, the concrete pillars I just put in. Let's look at the customizer. Let's go with, let's try copper finish. You know what? I don't think maybe this, oh, you know, I've never tried to color these. Normally it would work. See right there? I could do that. But I guess these don't like it. Okay. What about this? Nope, I guess I'm kind of stuck with that color. I don't think it'll change it. You know what? That's okay. That's all right. Maybe that's something that'll change. I don't know. But yeah, normally with concrete things, you can change the color, but apparently we can't. It's red. I can do red there. See, I could change the beam to a red. You know what? I think that's a good idea. There we go. Yeah, see, I can still see that's still the same color concrete. But now we got a nice red beam there. That's cool. Yeah, that matches. That's cool. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, and now we got a little connected bridgeway. Got a light there. Yeah, see that. Now we're getting the makings of a building. That's for sure. Now, for here... let's see, do I have anything I can do? Let's see. I'm sure we've got something. Let's see, what do we got? I know I got something here. What I got in the foundations? Looking for curved stuff. Here we go. Well, since that's already rounded... what I could probably do is maybe take... that's that. Okay. And just kind of go like this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, no problem, Majestic. Thanks for coming on in. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you later. Not sure what I want to do for that. I could probably move these pieces out. Let's see. Let's move that out. Move that out. And go right there. All right, now let's see. Let's see. How does that look? Oh no, I may or may not like it. I don't know. Not sure. Actually, see something. Oh yeah. You know what? This might. Ooh, this might work. Let's try this. Get rid of that. Yeah, put that back in here. Make that in here. Okay. I think we're onto something here. Okay. Go and take that. Just had it where it was blue. Come on. Let's see. Come on now. There we go. Do that. And that. Okay. That can stay just like that, and I'll just change it to copper. Where's my copper? There's my copper. Get to the copper! Oh, that's kind of interesting. Like that. Do I have any others that are not like that? I might. I got that one. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get these out of here. Now, I probably could have just changed the material, but oh well. No worries. Sometimes I do things the hard way. Oh yeah, that concrete look. Much better looking. Much better looking. Oh, you would move on me, wouldn't you? Come on. There we go. Last one. Bingo. All right, let's get the copper. Oh, you know what? That's a different concrete. That's a shinier one, isn't it? I'll tell you what. Let's go to materials. Coated concrete. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we can just go to shiny mode. Copper. Get to the copper. There we go. Oh, I like that. I like that. That looks more finished. Yeah. Yeah, that looks better. A lot better. Oh yeah, now we talking. But we will eventually have to work on the outside a bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that too. We got these batteries too. I gotta figure out how I want this outside design, because that's gonna help determine. Yeah, but I think what I should do is get the battery. Let's get these batteries in first. Let's take a few minutes and let's get those batteries in. Not that. Although I did use that, huh? Yes, I did. Did I create one? There's walls. I don't know if I created one with just the power batteries. I think I just did that. All right, so let's see. Where are they at? I had the power when I was doing it before. I had it down. Okay, so from here. All right, so I should put the easier to put the batteries in first. Okay. They're going to be down here. That lined up. There we go. All right, there we go. That in. This one in, and we'll get this one in. All right, good. Now let's get that blueprint with the poles. Okay. Oh, perfect. Oh, You know what? I think that pole's in the wrong way. Yes, it is. That pole is on the wrong way. I bet you the other one is too. Yep, on the wrong way. Thought it was not right. Metal power pillar. That's how it's supposed to go, like that. Over here. All right, now I can connect up power. You know what? I think I put the batteries in the wrong way. Yeah, I did. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I know I can connect them up like that, but I'd rather go like that. Yeah, I put them in the wrong way. Wow. Why is... I don't know why it was like that. Oh well. Yeah, all the rest I'll flip around the other way. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it because most people are not going to see that. I'm not even going to see it myself. Most of the time, once I'm done here, I'm probably never coming back in here. Once the design work is all done. But yeah, we'll get the power charging. All right, I'm gonna grab me a quick drink here. All right. So now we've got more to put in. Let me check the design up top. I think there's a space in between. Space in between. Yep, definitely a space in between. Okay. Yep, right there. Okay. All right. Trains are behaving. That's nice to see. All right. So now, gotta flip these around. Figures. Didn't have them right. All right. This one is wrong. They're both wrong. Again! What the heck? Okay. Now I think I've got it. Okay, there we go. I think that should do it. Yeah. Perfect. And the more batteries that get put in, the better, because that gives me longer to fix any power issues. The more batteries I have. blueprints. So yeah. Let's go on this side. Come on. Go. Go. Quick way to get them connected without having to run wires everywhere else. And they all should be on the grid. Yep. Yep, we're all good. Yep, charging, charging, charging. Love it. Charging, charging. Love it. Let's go. Let's take. Yep. We'll just take. Finish putting them up to the ceiling. There we go. Now I think what I gotta do is I'll have to run them. I think what I was doing is running them through here down to the floors is what I was doing. So basically I have to do the same thing, which I think is already up here. Yep, something like that. I'll have to do another floor. But that's okay. Slowly get the batteries in place and charging. I wonder if I could create one. So I don't have to keep building those batteries. Tell you what, let's go test that. Let's test that. I'm going to put the floors in for now, but I'm going to take the floors out. Where's my floors? Oh, you know what? I'll just do that. Go. Okay, there we go. So now let's put the batteries in. Looks good. Okay, that looks good. Yep, there we go. All right, now let's get the blueprints. Let's put that in. Okay, so now I want to take that, put that right there, connect that to there, that to that, that to that. And let's go to the other side. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take this out. And we're going to put put this one smack dab right in the middle if I can. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Hopefully that'll work and let me put it on the floor. Because then I can take and run the power up through there if I need to. And I got it down on the underneath too. So yeah, hopefully that'll do the trick. So we're gonna need to save this. Let's see. Set directory. Do I have anything for power? Windows power poles. Nothing for power. Okay, let's edit. And we're going to add a category. Cancel that. Edit. Add subcategory. I want. Cancel that. Edit. Add category. Let's see. Edit. That's, I don't want a subcategory. Add category. Oh, cancel. Oops. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Edit. Add category. Ha! That in there. Edit. Okay, good. That's what I was looking for. Hey, ELR, welcome on in. Glad you could make it. All right, let's change. We'll leave it at that. Why? Edit. Come on, I want to get down into there. Oh, add subcategory. Okay, there we go. Power. Maybe I can move it now. Apply. Come in here. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while. It really has. So what you been up to? Edit. Okay, cancel. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's set the power. Aha. Change have been made the information blueprint. What is faster, hot, or cold? Hot because you catch it cold. Ah, here we go. There we go. I don't want to continue. Aha, there we go. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to deal with setting up a new blueprint. And it was not behaving. All right. There we go. Set icon. Where's my batteries? Should be in here somewhere. Oh, that's buildings. Although it should be in here. It kind of is a building, I think. Not a part. No. What's the name of the city in Nevada where all the dentists visit? Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Very cool. Sorry, LR. I'm trying to figure this out. Those are funny jokes, but it's hard. I'm trying to focus and trying to get this done quick, and it's not cooperating. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Right there. Got it. Okay. If you ever get cold, stand at the corners. Why? Because they usually stand at 90 degrees. Oh, shh. Ah. Ah, that's good. That's good. That's funny. Save blueprint. There we go. All right. Blueprint is saved. Okay. Now let's see how this behaves. And I can nudge it. Yay! I can nudge it. Yay! I can nudge it. Love it. Oh, it's the wrong way anyway. But at least I can now nudge it. There we go. Let's see. I dreamt of drowning in a sea with orange water. Then I realized it's fantasy. That's good. That's very good. Imagine getting OCD. I don't have to imagine. I have a little bit of OCD. So that I don't have to imagine. Okay, nudged. Good. All right, let me get these wired up real fast. Yeah. That's much faster. Much faster. Yeah, but they're not copper. You know what? I can fix that. And I just gotta go change the blueprint. Whee! There we go. Now I just gotta save. How many multiplayer games does it take to fix a light bulb? None. You can't pause a multiplayer game. That is absolutely true. You can't pause a multiplayer game. The only thing you do is quit it. All right. Where's my blueprints? There it is. Oh, what happened? Where did it go? Now what? What do you call a pro gamer that tests politics simulator games? A protester. Okay. Okay, what? What is going on? See, this is why I don't like doing blueprints. Okay, so it moved it there. Moved it. Why is it not putting it in there? All right, where did it go? Under there. Wow, why under there? Add subcategory. How do you know you have a party? How do you know a party is for a gamer? There are loads of streamers. Ah, cool. Sorry, ELR. I know you're trying to make me laugh, but this is really, really ticking me off right now. I'm trying to fix this, and it's hard for me to focus on the jokes right now. I know you're trying. I know. But for some reason, this is deciding to be a pain in the butt today. Okay, why will you not go in there? Do I have one called power already? No, I don't. All right, we'll just remove the category. No, I'm not gonna rage. I'm just really frustrated. I don't know why this is acting up today. I do not know why. Normally I can create it and I can get where it needs to, but it does not seem to want to behave itself today. Okay, add a subcategory. Blueprints. Apply changes. Okay, should work. Edit. Why did it not move? Why are you not moving? That's why you ain't moving. All right, got it now. Okay, I got it. You're right. Yeah, every technology is like that. All right, I think I finally fixed it. It's just I just needed to drag and put it into the appropriate subcategory. Is what I needed to do. Now it's right. Okay, now we're in business. Now I can take a sigh of relief. Okay. All right, I'm good now. I'm good now. All right. But yeah, I'm usually not a fan of blueprints. I prefer to do it all manually if I can, but I know blueprints save time, but... And of course, when you know it, I just put it in the wrong way. It's okay. That is at least an easy fix. I just have to go back in and rotate the blueprint this way. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Let's see. Imagine you played so long that your headset makes a dent on your head. Actually, I have seen that happen. Not to me, but I have seen that happen to other content creators. I've seen videos on that. I really have. So that does not surprise me one bit. And you know, it's hard to say. That may not happen to me because I have such a thick head. But no, that is a real possibility that could eventually happen. That could happen. Could happen to Sarah too. Let's see. 6 o'clock in the morning there, huh? Yeah, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. Oh, did I not put batteries there? Huh. Okay. Well. Not sure why, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can put them down here, no problem. Okay, there's my nudge. There it is. Down we go. All right. Yeah, I could. For me, I actually prefer the headset. I don't like earpieces. I don't know why. I don't like the feel of them in my ear. I like the headsets myself. That's me though. That's me. I mean, everybody has their own preference. Me, I like the headset over the ear. I just, for some reason, I don't like the little earpieces in my ears. I never did. I could never get used to it. There we go. Hey, all right. But yeah, they bother my ears for some reason. I mean, some people, they don't like these. They don't like these headsets. You know, that's fine. Everyone has their own preference. You know, so yeah. You know, it's everyone uses what they like. Right. I think we're good there. Need one up front here. Okay. AD music. If you mean 80s music, yes, I still do listen to 80s music. Yeah, I still do listen to 80s music, even to this day. 70s, 80s, 90s. Some 2000s, even stuff from today. But my preference is 60s, 70s, 80s. Maybe some 90s. But that area is 60s, 70s, and 80s. That's the general music the time frame I listen to. But like I said, I listen to stuff from today and stuff like that. You know, all different eras. Yeah, definitely old songs. I do agree they are the best. Well, a lot of them, they influence a lot of the music from today. They really do. All right. All right, well, just like another battery bites the dust. All right, there we go. This floor is good to go. Yay! I put battery there, but I got all this sand here. I could try and see what it looks like. I think it depends on how it's remixed. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be able to, it's not gonna snap. Work. I mean, I could probably try to get it. Yeah, no, it depends on how it's remixed. Some remixes I actually do like, but it's got to be remixed right. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll do. What the heck? Yeah, that don't look too bad. Yeah, I got a little bit of sand over here, but that's all right. In that goes. Yeah. But yeah, it just depends on how they're remixed. Some remixes are good, some are not. But I also worry when a lot of the competition shows start doing the classical rock, or some of the classic songs on there. I'm going, oh no, please don't butcher it. Please don't butcher it. I don't want it butchered. All right, there we go. Now, the good part is we can start to enclose this level. Oh, we're back up to 275? Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, before stream, we're at 273. Thank you for looking. I appreciate that, ELR. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. That's cool. Yeah, because before stream we were at 273. I don't know if it was YouTube shenanigans or what. All right. Yeah, making progress on the building. Finally. Trains are behaving. The blueprint machine is finally behaving itself. Oh, they do like the videos, that is for sure. I know people do. They do like them. That they do. All right. I might put windows on these, yeah, that level, but not this one. Not, this is too low. But it's really cool in here, though. But I feel like we definitely need to design something in here. But what, I don't know. Let's see, what do we got? Let's see. That could be interesting, a braided cable. I don't know if I'd ever prank somebody. If I do, it'd be like maybe a family member, and I don't know if I'd record it. I'm not real good at pranking people. I'm really not. Yeah, I don't know if I could I don't know if I could prank someone. I'm not really good at that. I'm really not. Trying to figure out how I want to design this. What is this? Well, that'll never happen because I'm afraid of spiders and I'm afraid of snakes. So I can tell you right now, that would never happen. Yeah, no, I even have in this game, there's spiders, and I have them set to arachnophobia mode where it turns them into cats. So yeah, nope, that would never happen. Not even a fake one. Nope. Nope. Not even a fake one. I just do not like spiders. I hate when it does that. Zoop's one too many. All right, there we go. I feel like it's gonna need some kind of light in here. We've got some light, but I don't know where it's all coming from. Ain't from that. Well, I don't have to imagine because they're not going to do that because they also know I'm afraid of spiders, and a lot of my family's afraid of spiders too. So that wouldn't happen either. So I don't have to imagine that just wouldn't happen. Although, if any of my family members were to do it, it'd probably be my brother. I could see my brother pulling off a prank like that. That I could see. I could possibly see my brother pulling off a prank like that. Don't know if he would actually do it, but I could see that that could be a possibility that he out of that, or maybe my dad, maybe. Out of those two, yeah, my dad and my brother might do that. They might do that. My mom wouldn't. My mom wouldn't do that. She knows I don't like spiders, so she wouldn't do that. But my dad and my brother, I could see them pulling some kind of prank like that. That I could see. Okay. I say my dad for sure because my dad has pulled pranks before. Not on, I think he has on me, but there's one prank he pulled on my brother that was absolutely hilarious. It was funny as heck. Most likely they probably wouldn't have recorded it. Good chance they probably wouldn't have. But you never know. But yeah, no, there was this one prank my dad did. It was absolutely hilarious. It wasn't to me. My mom was out picking up dog poop in the backyard, and she was using this particular box. This one particular box. So when she's done, she gives my dad the box, and it was a box of, empty box of raviolis. And so my brother walks up. My dad goes, "Hey, you want some raviolis?" He goes, "Sure." And he sticks his hand in the box, which was full of dog poop. My brother swears to this day that he did that on purpose and that he knew. I don't know, but it was still freaking hilarious. Stuck his hand in a box that was used to pick up dog poop. Oh, I crack up to this day thinking about that. Oh. Okay. So, as I said, if anybody out of my family is gonna do pranks, it's gonna be my dad or my brother. It'd be either one of those two. If they were to do a prank, it would be one of those two to do it. Okay, let's see. cluster cable. Cool. Oh, that might be interesting. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like that. Different. Different, different, different. Okay. Do do do. Do 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 do. That's actually kind of interesting, that design. Definitely different, that's for sure. Oh, too far. Stop that. Very cool. But it feels like it still needs something. They don't know what. I know I was going to bring that down. I got a funny thing is that one of my friend, I tell him that give me $2 and a few cents, and my friend give me 4, and I told him give me a few cents and then the 2, and he took back the 2 and didn't give me the few cents, and I told him again give me a few cents. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. I'm gonna just do that, maybe? Yeah, I might just not enclose this all the way. Because you gotta see it anyway, but I will go all the way down. Okay, let's see. Back over here. Like I said, this feels like it needs something. Let's see. Asphalt? Oh. I am in my 40s. Yep. 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 I'm getting old. I'm a getting old. I'm gonna go check on some. I'll be right back.
Steam is rising from the tracks in a world where we don't look back. Open fields and endless skies, adventure calls as this train flies. Hit that black button, turn it up, let the rhythm flow. Our channel's a train and we're ready to go. Rock the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, comments ablaze. We're building a community that forever stays. Rolling thunder, crushing plains, reaching winds for telling gains. Crush away in lands afar, with every time we raise the bar. Sarah stands tall, eyes on the track, guiding our journey, never looking back. Silver shade, hands on the throttle, we ride the creation full throttle. Rock the subscribe button, don't hesitate.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. We heard a weird noise. It was actually Sarah coming in the front door. So I wanted to check, see what that noise was. Yeah, Sarah got home early from work today. Alright, so let's see. Imagine you are so old that some countries haven't gotten independence yet. Okay. Well, there are some countries, even today, that don't have their independence. They're part of, you know, other countries. So, you know, it's, well, like the U.S. We have Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands. They're part of the U.S., but they're not actual states, and so they don't quite have independence. So I don't have to imagine. There are countries that don't have, to this day, don't have independence, and that's just to name a couple. There's a lot that are like that. There's a lot of countries like that. All right, let's see. Yeah, I gotta get back to what I was gonna do for here. Oh, that's right. I was gonna do asphalt. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, that's kind of cool. That actually works, the asphalt. Yeah, that works. Because that way they don't Z-fight. See what happens, you'll see, you'll see like some of these before I put the asphalt down, they were fighting to see who was going to be on top. And so by me doing the asphalt, that takes care of that little problem. Okay. There we go. How'd that get on? Okay. Let's see. Don't have the walls down here. And that's a possibility. You know, some countries, they don't want to have their own independence. I mean, that's a good possibility. Yeah. But, customize. Where's my colors? There we go. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like I need something right here. Let's see. Let's do this. No, that don't look right. So they got independence because of a riot and got kicked out. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Needs some. Oh, radio cable. Ooh, how's that going? Not good. About round con. No. I need to be able to cover that corner. Shelf beam, no. Painted beam, that's a big no. Wow, interesting. Still got that that type of weapon still, huh? Wow. Let's try this. That's better. That's better. It gives a little design to the window too. That's cool. Oh, it was used to be a British colony. Okay. So did my country. Interesting. That's not too bad. Upper wall, get through here. That's fine. Oh, I put the asphalt in. Oh, it got darker in here. Oh, wow. Oh, Singapore. Yeah, I've heard of Singapore. That's how usually most singers are. Singapore. Okay. No, actually, I don't. No, I don't even have a passport. For my country, I don't even have a passport. If I'm gonna need some lights in. Now the question is, how do I want to go about this? Let's see. Curious about this I-beam. Ah, yeah, there we go. There. There. Take that out. Oh. Didn't work. Didn't. Ah. There we go. We got it. I think we got it that time. Yeah, there we go. Now let's put... Where's this? Oh, yeah. Right there. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. And now what I can do is come over here to signs or organization. Figure that'll fit? Probably not. Probably gonna have to be that. Okay. That'll work. Okay, so now let's select color. And we'll probably go nice and white. Get rid of the icon. Text is going bye-bye. Free glossy. Yeah. Actually, I think I can do better than that. Just for now, I'm going to just stick that there so I can use it as my guide. Back. Okay, that's just going to have to do. Go. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna get rid of that. I might do something else up there. We'll see. Well, that's cool. 193 countries. Not bad. Not bad. We're definitely gonna need a lot more light in here, that's for sure, because that's definitely not gonna be enough. But still gonna need that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Well, is rank 1? Not sure what that means. All right, well, that's better. Still awfully dark in here. Well, at least that's helping with some light, but we definitely need more lights in there. Curious about something. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Let's see. I'll probably wait till I see what the other side looks like. Oh, that's not bad. A little weird looking, but that's actually not bad. It's because I pushed it in. But I kind of like the look of it. Yeah, I actually kind of like the look of that. Instead of it being solid, there's a nice little pattern to it. All right. There we go. See, can I put a sign there? Maybe I can get a sign in that. Let's see. Small billboard. Able to. Yeah, actually, I think I can. Let's see. Should I have text on it? Let's see. All right, let's change that. Let's try the text. Try a different icon. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's try dark green, maybe. All right, and then let's see. Background. No, we don't want that. Oh, where's the colors again? There's the colors again. Let's go with. Let's see. Whoa! Little better. Little better. I think that white's just too much. Let's try a little bit, something more subdued. I don't know. What about that color? It's just not. Oh. There. All right, let's see. Glossy. It's kind of interesting. Picks up some of the copper. That's rather interesting. Not bad, not bad. Walls. Interesting. Yeah. It's definitely taking shape, that's for sure. Okay, let's come over here. Put this in. What I think I had to do, yeah, I had to do was do a nudge. And there we go. Go, and then like that, all the way over. That piece out. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna be able to go down. Oh, because it interferes too much with the elevator, but that's okay. That's all right. Go over here, connect up to that. Oh, that looks better. Yeah, that looks better. See if I can fix that. That's a little too far into the elevator. Ah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. That's an issue. That's definitely an issue. All right, let's see what we can do about. Oh yeah, we'll do that. Perfect. If I just get these in for now, do the same thing. Just get that fixed here in a second. There. There we go. Okay. Just gotta get these in. Go. so that's that side. Now we go to this side. Yeah, I like that design. It's very interesting. Am I off on something? I am. Yep, I am. And of course, I can't fix it now. You know what? That's all right. I will just do that. Close enough. Actually, there's extra line. Close enough. Close enough. That'll work. Close enough. Okay. All right. Cool. That's in. I can get rid of that for now. I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. But yeah, got the really nice in here. I don't know. Can we change that layout? Let's see. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. I like that better. Oh, that one's not bad. You know, I think I kind of like that one. And of course it gets cut off. I like it, but it got cut off. Okay, well then let's try that one. It's because of the concrete pillars there, isn't it? All right, well, try a different layout. Let's see. I guess we'll just do... Yep, I think that looks better. That looks better. Yep, that's cool. I think we need some lights in. We do need more lights, that's for sure. I'll just try a little something here. That's not gonna work. I want that. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Now let's see. Where is the organization? Large billboard. All right. Go. That should do. Hold it in place. Go. Up. Perfect. Well, that may have to change. This may have to change. But I got an idea for that too. But first, let's go get rid of this. Go with the right for now. In case I decide to change my mind. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there we go, right there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now we got more light in here. Love it. All right, so here's what I could probably do. Got these. Where's that power going? So it's going to there. So let's run that to there. Run this right all the way over. Better yet, let's take that out for now. That there, take that out. And that there. Let's see. Nope, that hangs too low.